stand by for action.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Milner. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy, and I want to welcome you to part one of this inaugural episode of the Unpleasant Blind Guy on EDL Radio. Now remember, if you want to contact me with comments, questions, show suggestions, Awesome American suggestions, I'm available at UBG Contact on Twitter, or I can also be found as Dave Milner or Agador, that's Aggedor, on Mublet, the Tea Party Community, Spreely, Minds, MeWe, or Gab. Now let's begin. 7 years ago.
Yeah. Hi. I'm not sure if I'm on or not yet. But just had a little problem there. Yeah. Welcome to the East Anglian EDL radio show. I hope it sort of comes through. Say I'm getting all sorts of messages come up there. Anyway, yes. Welcome. As I say, there should have been some intro music, but it hasn't happened. But never mind. As I say, this is a new experience for me. First time I've hosted a radio show, so you just have to bear with me as I go along.
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. I hope, indeed I pray, that we shall not be found unworthy of our victory if after toil and tribulation it is granted to us. For the rest, we have to gain the victory. That is our task. Let us therefore brace ourselves to our duty, and so bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its commonwealths last for 1,000 years, men will still say, this was their finest hour.
We shall not fail or falter. We shall not weaken or tire. Neither the sudden shock of battle nor the long-drawn trials of vigilance and exertion will wear us down. Give us the tools, and we will finish the job.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Coming down there, right? It's all right, guys. I've been messing about doing something here. Good, as I say, good evening and welcome to the English Defence League radio show, broadcasting live on blogtalkradio.com. The English Defence League radio show, the truth and the voice of the EDL. Tonight, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the English Defence League radio show, 7 years anniversary special. So, as I say, welcome one and all to the English Defence League radio show, 7 years anniversary. Has it been that long? I'm your host, Jeff Spider Mitchell, and my wingman for this evening's festivities. It's Dave Agador Milner, fresh from his vacation, visiting our fans in the Crab Nebula. Fortunately, he didn't bring any crabs back with him. Jan the Tornado Rene is on an assignment. Tonight we'll be discussing EDL-related issues such as the upcoming EU MEP election and the continuing Islamisation of our countries. As our programme celebrates the 7th birthday, we officially begin to work across the pond with Dave's show, the Unpleasant Blind Guy, and the great SHR Media Network, bringing you stories that weld our brotherhood in the struggle for our common future, with featured items from the United States. Foot soldiers, angels, supporters of the cause, Brexiteers, and global patriots. This is your voice and platform. Please call in. No surrender. No surrender ever. And all that's necessary for evil to prevail is that good men do nothing. Edmund Burke. And also, those that make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable. President John F. Kennedy. So without further ado, let me bring him back, Dave Agador Milner, as he steps in wearing the blue shorts in the right corner. He steps in. Welcome back, Mr. Milner, from your vacation. I'm sorry, mate. What I like.
With stars and stripes on, of course, Jeff. Yeah, thank you for the welcome. And, good evening to everybody in the UK, and good afternoon to everybody in the States, and hello to everybody around the world, and, of course, our fans in the Crab Nebula. Yeah. Well, Jeff, first of all, I got to say to you, congratulations for 7 years of doing the English Defense League radio show, man. You've been out there spreading the truth for 7 years, man, and that's quite a bit of time. There have been a few people that have come in the door and out the door as members of the team, and I want to say that it's my honor to be a part of your team, and it's an honor to kind of do a little bit of a merger of our programs, and you're going to start seeing that, listeners, in a couple of weeks at Spreaker.com and on YouTube.com through SHR Media. We're going to play a few promos tonight, and we're going to get this all rolling. New things happening, new things going on, and a lot of stuff to talk about, Jeff. So, again, my friend and fellow patriot, congratulations on 7 years, man.
Thank you, Dave. I think you've had your show running for almost as long as well, haven't you? It's been about 6 years, 7 years now, was it, David? Since you've been doing your show.
Yeah, I celebrated 6 years before I went off for vacation.
I was around about that because we've known each other for quite a number of years now, me and you, haven't we? We've seen things, haven't we? We've seen a hell of a lot of things going on since you tagged up with me, Dave, haven't we? We've seen a lot over the years. We've seen people come, we've seen people go. We've seen the implosion of what's going on across the world. When we did say, look, you think this is bad? It's going to get worse. We don't want to be bearers of bad news, but we knew it was coming because we've always talked about it. But okay, we're still here. We're still doing our thing simply because it needs to be done. It does need to. Right. As Winston Churchill once said, so much was done by so few. There's a lot. There's millions of the so fews out there, isn't there? Who's going the extra yard? Who's going out their comfort zone? That does what we do. week in, week out,
right.
because it needs to be done. We still are the voices of those people out there who haven't got the voices, who've been neglected for many years. It's people like herself, the EDL, and people like Tommy Robinson who's brought this onto the central stage that the world can see what we've been doing. Anything they've ever said about the EDL, calling a bunch of thugs, this, that, and the other, racist, bigots, and all that, it's just pure horse crap. Let's be honest, guys. You know, no matter what they call us, they can brand me, you know, bigot, race, whatever. But you know me, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm not like that whatsoever. It's just I mean, I was at one stage. They called me when I done an interview for BBC and ITV. The lefties had to say, I was the Joseph Goebbels for the day for the EDL, you know, and he was probably the first one into Poland, like, you know, things like that for the Germans. And it just made me laugh because they just haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue.
And if there's anyone that's like Joseph Goebbels, it is the BBC and the ITV, and over here it's CNN and MSNBC and people like that. They're the most like Joseph Goebbels because they'll defend the most violent people and accuse other people of violence. You know, but Jeff,
as I say, we
have
just
something.
live in this time, Dave, and I think you would agree, and probably millions of people across the world would agree that the time we live now is extraordinary Orwellian time, isn't it? It does feel like 1984, that book that we looked at and thought, wow, just think if that time was like that. And we're living in that time. Could you believe that would become a reality? Whatever we do, we talk on the phone, we do this. We're being monitored. They're watching us at every step we take. So I'm just if they can watch me and they can see me, or even through my smart TV, you're getting my middle finger, you load of tossers out there. You think I'm worried about you lot, you scumbags? So, Dave, do you want to stick your middle finger up and spin it around a bit?
Well, you know what, Jeff? I do that. I do that along with you. But yeah, you wanted to talk about another Dave, and there's a picture that shows his T-shirt in our slides, and you wanted to talk about him because this comes right into what you were talking about here with the with the 1984 style stuff. This brave individual posted something on Facebook, and now he's having to pay. In my opinion, an ultimate price for it, Jeff. You want to bring that one up, my friend?
Well, I would agree with you, Dave. I mean, we had another, as I say, it wasn't that long ago. Okay, it might have been a couple of years ago, but we had another patriot exactly the same thing. He was there that he threw a bacon sandwich or a bit of bacon at a mosque, and he was prosecuted, sent to prison for a year. Unfortunately, that young man never see the end of his time. He only had a few weeks to go, and it seems like Mr. David Shoof, who's and I know because I spoke to Steve Mance, a good friend of mine. He's one of his closest friends, and what got me about the whole thing was what a brave, courageous patriot this man was on the day when we was basically overrun by, we're there doing our peaceful demonstrations like we normally do, assembling, ready to do our speeches, and then we was attacked by a horde of Antifa and, Marxists, whatever you want to call them, and Muslims, and Dave, he took it for a lot of the lads and the lads. He took the full brunt of the situation, but the thing about the guy with blood running down from his eye, to cut his eye, they did where they did to him, he still gives the victory, and with a big smile on his face, it brought a tear. I spoke. I think I talked about this last week or week before. It brought a tear to my eye, and I thought to myself, and I salute people like David Shoof, who knows sometimes you're gonna walk that precarious path, and you might be attacked and that, but he stood his ground and, you know, he took it like a true man, a true patriot, and unfortunately he wrote something, or he put something, probably in, you get home, you think about it, it annoys you, so I'm not sure exactly what he wrote, but he put something on Facebook, probably having a dig at these people that attacked him, and the next thing he knows, he's standing in front of magistrates who, because he's a patriot, decided that he was like the enemy of the state and decided to sentence him to 15 months. Basically a hate crime or something like that. I would say there's some sort of a hate crime, is it? The only hate that's been deemed out is from those who's offering up this punishment to people who's patriots. They're the ones, they're the real traitors. They're the ones who will be accounted for when the day of judgment comes to these people. There'll be people sitting on the opposite side looking them straight in the eye and saying, you're going to serve the same sentence. You know, that is the way it will be. Because there will be a time of retribution. And you see, Dave, any things in history, there's a terrible retribution that has to be paid for the collaborators and all that at the end, isn't there, Dave? They don't always like to talk about what happens at the end of when you've defeated the enemy, do they? They don't always talk about how bad things were in that time until things started calming down, do they, Dave? What's going on in the back street and the alleys, you know? You know how it goes, don't you, Dave? You know what I'm talking about. Most people do.
Yeah, just
listening.
Just ask the,
but yeah, as I
Ceausescu's,
say, as I say, when I spoke to Steve and I said, give him my blessing, give him my, you know, give my thoughts and my prayers, and give him a big salute from me, and just tell him to hang in there, like, and
pray up, guys.
he said,
pray up.
I will do, boss, like, you know, and that was it. So yeah, this whole Dave Chiefs in our thoughts and prayers. 15 months doesn't maybe sound a lot to people, but you serve that time and you serve it in those type of conditions where you know there's a lot of your enemy that surrounds you. You know, you know, Tommy Robinson will tell you. You know, you've only got to listen to what Tommy Robinson says about it, like, you know. But as I say, I think I talked about it last week when I got the news. I was absolutely beside myself. I just thought, why? Yeah. Why have they sent this man to prison? Why aren't they prosecuting the people that attacked him? Why have they? Is it that Mr. David Shuth was guilty because he was there, and because they attacked him, he had to be guilty, so he's got to pay a prison sentence for something he might have wrote that he was rather angry about? It's disgraceful. It's the times we live, Dave, as you said.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. I mean, it is, you know, and if you want to talk about Joseph Goebbels, well, that's Zuckerberg and all those people. And you mentioned Tommy Robinson, Jeff. You know, we know the elections are coming up, and I've got a thing I'm going to play about local elections here, but we do want to talk a bit about Tommy Robinson. He's going to be in court again on Tuesday at the Old Bailey. And, you know, guys, if you want to get clued in about that, go to Telegram. They have some stuff there, and also go to tr.news. They have some stuff there. You know, I'm sure that you know, people will be going out there in support of Mr. Robinson. They want to put this guy away, and Jeff, you know this because he's running for MEP. And the last thing that these statists want is for this guy to be representing the UK in any way. As far as I'm concerned, and American patriots, as far as we should be concerned, Tommy Robinson does represent the UK. He represents the real people of the UK. You know, not the you know, Hollyweird types and the Washington swamp types in the UK. Tommy Robinson, people like him, people like Jeff, people like Dave, who we just spoke about, they're the real people in the UK. People like Jan, you know, they're the real representatives of the UK. So, you know, and again, he can use your prayers too. You know, folks in the States, my brothers and sisters here, you know, you want to do something for Tommy Robinson, you can go to tr.news. There are ways to donate to his defense funds and things, but, you know, pray up for him too, because prayer works, and I think, Jeff, you'll agree with that. Will you not, brother?
I do. I agree with that 100%. But something I will say for all the listeners out there, look, if you can get to the Old Bailey on Tuesday, get there Tuesday, and I think if you get there for 1 o'clock, Tommy's got a big screen there. He'll be talking about what's happening. He'll be talking about his campaign before he steps forth into the court. Don't forget, this was a total botch up. This was a stitch up from the start until now. He's been called. Basically, supposed to be contempt. There's no contempt about it. The only people who's in contempt is those that's in judgment at this moment. They got to be held in contempt for bringing about an innocent man to stand before them. Because all I will say is the temperature in this country. What Tommy's done, he's been overwhelming. Every place he's been to, yes, he's had a few attacks from some of these idiots out there. People just trying to get themselves in a paper, a Muslim 23-year-old who thought he was a bit of a Jack the Lad, and decided to throw, a strawberry milkshake all over Tommy, and another person taking a swing at him. I think actually he was assaulted 3 times. Every time he mentioned the police, do you know what the police done, Dave? They walked away.
No, nothing.
They walked away, got in the car and drove off. That's what they did.
Yeah. That's
supposed to uphold the law. Any crimes going on? No, they see exactly what's going on and decided. Well, do you know what they done? The guy that tipped the strawberry milkshake all over Tommy. Do you know what they done? They drove him, put him in the police car, and drove him to the train station to get a train home. There you go.
Oh,
no
yeah. I'm
him,
surprised.
No
I'm surprised they didn't buy him another strawberry milkshake, Jeff.
System, for the special species out there. And that's what happened. And that, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to Tommy? You had even the Wales police laughed about it. The media cracking up about it. That could have been
and if that
would have been a guy putting a knife in Tommy's throat or something like that. This ain't nothing to laugh at. If it was any other MP or anything like that who's standing to go for the MEP seat,
man.
the police would have been all over. Their feet would have touched the ground. But what happens is, Mr. Tommy Robinson, they turn their backs. They're dirty, low-life scumbags. They are, Dave. I saw it. I watched it. I see it unfold. That's what I'm saying. Tommy's up against them all.
This isn't real,
that is
people.
why he's got so much support. Now, you might be listening. Yes, you MPs, MI5, MI6, all you wankers out there. That guy's got more support than your politicians all put together. I'll tell you what, the country supports Tommy Robinson. The silent majority is now becoming a rage across the nation. And if you dare, that's all I'm saying, it's not a threat, it's a promise. You dare send this young man down, you send him, put him in prison. Under your hands will this problem that you will see unfold very, very shortly afterwards happen. Be it on your grounds and your watch what happens.
Yep.
It's not a threat, it's a promise, because I know the temperature of what's going on in this country.
Yeah.
So woe betide. I don't like. I'm not making threats. I'm making a promise. It's not a threat.
No, exactly.
I don't believe in threatening people.
Yeah.
No, I'm not like that.
Well, you know what, Jeff? I mean, they're tired of being betrayed, and that's what happened in the local elections. I've got a story here, brother. I'm going to play. It's about 3 minutes and 56 seconds long, but it's just under 4 minutes. This is from Breitbart. All right. Now, if you guys want to go looking for this, for some reason, Blog Talk Radio won't let Jeff post or anybody post links in their chat. But for those who want to go looking for this story, this is off Breitbart. It says local elections, Tories and Labor, hemorrhage seats, and Liberal Democrats make big gains. And it's not just Liberal Democrats that made the big gains, Jeff. But if you guys want to go looking for that story, that's the headline of that story. I'm going to go ahead and play this now. This is from Breitbart, Jeff. So here we go. This is just under 4 minutes.
Local elections, Tories and Labor hemorrhage seats, Liberal Democrats make major gains. By Jack Montgomery on May 3, 2019. The establishment parties have taken major losses in local elections in England, with both the Conservatives and Labour losing council seats while the Liberal Democrats and Independents have gained seats in the hundreds. Saturday, May 4th, 10 a.m. update, final results. Major losses for Conservative Party. Final results from all 248 English councils are in, and the Conservative Party have lost 1,334 councillors, higher than even the highest polled prediction of 1,100. Labour, which was predicted to pick up seats in the hundreds, actually lost 82 seats. The anti-Brexit Liberal Democrats were the biggest winners, gaining 703 seats. UKIP lost seats, with the Greens and Independent candidates making gains, according to the BBC. The Tories were expected to suffer losses, with voters frustrated with Prime Minister Theresa May failing to deliver Brexit on time, with many voters spoiling their ballots with pro-Brexit messages. 1800 hours update, Tories lose more than 1,000 seats. Results are still being counted, but according to Sky News' running count, the Conservative Party has lost 1,072 seats, in line with some early predictions from pollsters, and lost control of 42 councils. While the Labour Party was predicted to pick up hundreds of seats, they, too, have lost at last count 86 seats, and 5 councils. The pro-Remain Liberal Democrats have picked up 581 seats and 11 councils. UKIP has lost 131 seats, while other parties and independents have gained in total 708 seats. It is expected final results will be announced Friday evening. This news item is now closed, and the original story from below Friday can be read below. As results for local elections in England continue to roll in, the Conservative Party under Theresa May has already lost over 400 councillors, with pollsters predicted these losses could double by the time the counting is over. But voters have also turned on the Labour Party, in what looks to have been a bad night for the two-party establishment. It was long predicted that the local elections would be a bloodbath for the Tories after Theresa May alienated Leave voters by pursuing a deal with the EU which retains many aspects of EU membership and delayed Brexit twice, despite many promises she would not do so. The Labour opposition, however, does not appear to have benefited from Mrs May's misfortune, as is typical in such elections, and has lost over 80 councillors itself, likely due to its own ambivalent stance on Brexit. Nigel Farage's Brexit Party, which has surged to first place in polls for the European Parliament elections, was not standing in the elections, and the UK Independence Party, UKIP, which he led formerly, had to significantly scale back the number of candidates it put forward compared to the last local elections, leaving many voters without an explicitly pro-Brexit party to vote for. However, there are a few bright spots for the Gerard Batten-led party. While its number of councillors has fallen overall, with diminished support in some areas where it did stand, it has captured some seats in England's working-class heartlands with crushing majorities, gaining by almost 30% and capturing over 50% of the vote overall in Alveston and Derby, for example. Local elections were also held in Northern Ireland, but no results have been announced yet. This story is developing. Follow Jack Montgomery on Twitter, @JackMontgomery. Follow Breitbart London on Facebook, Breitbart London.
Well,
There you go, folks. And what that tells me, Jeff, is that where UKIP actually did have candidates, they did fairly well. You know?
Yeah.
And it just goes on to what you're saying about the temperature in the United Kingdom, that they want this Sharia compliance gone, and they want out of Europe. They want out.
Yeah, that is it. I mean, at the moment there was another poll that it shows actually the Brexit Party, you know, the one with Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He has, I think what he's done is they've got him like he's got 34% of the vote of people who wants to vote, and the other two, the Conservatives and the Labour, they could own it. They were not even in close second to him. 21% and 11%. That was Conservatives and that was Labour. So it goes to show you that this is definitely. I mean, this is definitely people now have turned their backs against this old way. Is what we've been talking about. We need a new way forward. A new way of people having true people, working class people. I mean, look at Tommy. Look at him. I mean, the bookies have got him 9. I think it's 9-4. It might be shorter odds now. You know, he's going to all the working class communities across the northeast, the northwest, and everywhere he's gone, he's been a big hit. They're loving him. They're absolutely love this guy because he speaks from their behalf. They can relate to Tommy because he's the same as them. He comes from their backgrounds. He sees what's going on in their towns and that. And that's what I'm saying. You'll always be a winner. If you speak to the people, you're the champion of the people. And that's what Tommy Robinson's doing at this moment in time. And it just shows you how worried and concerned they really are, the politicians are. We're decided
and they should be.
Let's bring that case forward now during his campaigning to Tuesday. You know, dirty scumbags.
That was the poison pill.
No, they're not going to be around much
in.
longer anyway. There are a lot of them. You know, the Labour, the Conservatives, they will be because, you know, as I say, this young man, he will shake everything up. Puts him in the let him walk in that as an MEP. Their chins, their faces will drop on the floor. See Tommy Robinson walk in there. Oh, you know, I just close my eyes and I dream of it. Our Tommy, a young lion,
people would pay
rolling and roaring for the country. My God, man, it's what dreams are made of, mate. That's what dreams are made of, isn't it? You know, that young lion of what he does, and look at the crap he's had to put up with over the years. He's still standing, he's still fighting. You cannot take it away from this man. He'll never go down without a fight.
Well,
he will fight on his knees. He'll fight on the beach. He'll fight in the backyards. He'll fight in town centres. He will fight in the sky. He will never, ever surrender. And I think that's the Winston Churchill talk in my ear when he was that day.
Very nice, Jeff. Very nice. Well, brother, you know, I'm gonna switch us over to one thing here now. You know, as I said, or as we said early, you know, we're now working with SHR Media and the Unpleasant Blind Guy, my show, and within a couple of weeks, you're going to start seeing this on my program. You know, in my time slot there at 1 p.m. Eastern. On weekdays, Monday through Friday, and at midnight on Saturday, midnight Eastern on Saturday in the States, there at Spreaker.com and on YouTube and, you know, through SHR Media. And to that, we've got a few promos here, guys. These are great shows out of the States that some of my colleagues have. I've been on a few of their shows, and they're great people, so check this out, guys. This is about 3.5 minutes long. Okay? Check this out.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
From a public locker inside a dilapidated Long Island rail station comes a show designed to piss off liberals using truth, facts, and ridicule. The Lid Radio Show, featuring the conservative voice from the People's Republic of New York, the Lid himself, Jeff Dunnett. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com. At Lid Radio, we fight for the truth, justice, and a good kosher T-bone. If you don't listen, Hillary Clinton might sneak into your bedroom in her housecoat late at night and blame you for her election loss. It's the Lid Radio Show with Jeff Dunnett.
It's your business diva here, Melanie Collette. I am inviting you to a front row seat as I discuss some of the most intriguing details of wealth and finance with today's movers and shakers in the world of business. Listen in and discover financial truth on a global, domestic, and household scale. Uncover topics that will impact your wallet today and in the future. Money Talk with Melanie airs Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Talk Radio. You can't afford to miss it.
The new show on the SHR Media Network, Sackheads Against Tyranny. On shrmedia.com. Go there quick like a bunny, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, every Wednesday. Live and direct on the SHR Media Network. shrmedia.com. Be there.
Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, a mere 2 miles from the state capital, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon Radio Show can be heard every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern, only on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com to listen. You can also watch on the SHR Media Facebook page and the SHR Media YouTube channel. No goldfish were abused in the making of this ad. Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
And you're listening to the Eagles Defense League Radio Show with your host, Jeff Mitchell, who's been the host for 7 years. Jeff.
That is brilliant. That is really good. I quite like that because most of these people I know, I haven't met them. I know Melanie and some of the other guys, but we've got some great conservative people out there, haven't we? And I love my patriot people out there. God bless them all, Dave. And I enjoyed that. Thank you, Dave. That was really cool.
Yeah. I got. Shannon and Mike do a great little show. In the mornings, I'll when I'm getting up, have to get up earlier. I'm still up because you know me. I keep weird hours, man. I like to listen to them. And Jeff. Exactly. Yeah, Jeff Dunnett is a funny guy. He throws a little bit of humor
Ahmed,
in there.
He's the guy done Ahmed, isn't he?
I'm not sure, Jeff. No. That's a different. That's a different one. That's a different Jeff. This guy's fairly funny, and of course, and of course, BZ, we know he's called into this show. He's a friend of this show. He's always been a big supporter of this program. Yeah, he really is. So guys, you get a chance. Give those shows a listen. Go to shrmedia.com. That's the place to find a lot of these shows, and give them a try. It's It is. It's not UK related. For our brothers and sisters in the UK, okay, it's not so much UK related. But if you want to find out what's really going on in the States, those are the places to go. Because those are some really good shows.
An international radio show, and as I say, we give promos to our American friends, our great patriots out there. It's only right. I mean, this is hands across the pond, isn't it, Dave? Brothers in arms.
Yeah.
We stand together as one. It's only right. I love it. I like this new theme that we've had. And I mean, me and Dave was in deep discussions. I had a couple of cups of tea discussing it with Dave a couple of weeks ago. Did not, Dave? Serious discussions at our conference called, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen? Really heavy
exactly.
stuff.
and not one of us had to get on a big jet and take a big entourage with us and all that stuff. It's not like the global warming things where they all have to take a big, a great big jetliner out, and waste a lot of fuel.
Tell them how it is, buddy.
Exactly.
We're not just coming down the road; we're surfing the airways.
That's right, man.
Cool,
hey, dude. Cowabunga, dude. Yeah. But now it's... And that is it for this time. Next time, part 2. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening, and may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2019. Anno Domini. Now for Dave's Canes. Extras that help you navigate the new media world.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
From a public locker inside a dilapidated Long Island rail station comes a show designed to piss off liberals using truth, facts, and ridicule. The Lid Radio Show, featuring the conservative voice from the People's Republic of New York, the Lid himself, Jeff Dunitz. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com. At Lid Radio, we fight for the truth, justice, and a good kosher T-bone. If you don't listen, Hillary Clinton might sneak into your bedroom in her housecoat late at night and blame you for her election loss. It's the Lid Radio Show with Jeff Dunitz.
It's your business diva here, Melanie Collette. I am inviting you to a front row seat as I discuss some of the most intriguing details of wealth and finance with today's movers and shakers in the world of business. Listen in and discover financial truths on a global, domestic, and household scale. Uncover topics that will impact your wallet today and in the future. Money Talk with Melanie airs Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Talk Radio. You can't afford to miss it.
The new show on the SHR Media Network, Sackheads Against Tyranny. On shrmedia.com. Go there quick like a bunny, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, every Wednesday. Live and direct on the SHR Media Network. shrmedia.com. Be there.
Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, a mere 2 miles from the state capitol, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon Radio Show can be heard every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern, only on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com to listen. You can also watch on the SHR Media Facebook page and the SHR Media YouTube channel. No goldfish were abused in the making of this ad.
Hey girls, Carry Girl Gear is here. More and more women every day are concealed carrying, participating in competitive shooting, and getting firearms training. It's not a boys' club anymore, and we don't have to shop in their stores anymore either. Finally, a cool and unique clothing line just for women. Dope tees and hats for the patriotic concealed carry and 2A girl. So what are you waiting for? Go check out carrygirlgear.com today.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media